If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey everyone.
Hello.
We are back. It's not another episode though. So happy Friday, guys.
Yes, Friday.
His excitement level.
I know, right? I'm sorry, y'all. It's because of the pandemic. It's getting to the point where it's like weeks are running together sometimes. But we are very excited. We have had a lot of good things happening. Just so thankful for the abundance that we've been getting.
So we are not used to doing live episodes. So we are just, hi, thanks for tuning in. Really and truthfully, we have something to show you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Thanks for the love on Facebook. We're actually streaming from StreamYard. So hey. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you guys because we want to get right into what we came here to do. So if you see some funny business happening, just bear with me for 1 second. All right. So here we go. I just want to see how my screen is looking. Okay, let me give it to y'all different. Awesome. Okay. So here we go. Our first announcement, we wanted to go ahead and shout out Mr. TJ of Steel Shot Artistry for our photos. We actually took photos for our anniversary,
which was this past Monday.
Yep. Some of you guys might have saw us featured. We'll have a 15 seconds of fame per se on to the Today Show. So again, thanks for everybody who shouted us out. We appreciate the love that was shown on our anniversary. And so again, thank you to Steel Shot Artistry for the photos. This is one photo here that you see on our cover.
And let's also give it up for Brianna because that was a big surprise for me. So
yeah, he didn't know I was going to do that. All right, so let's get into the next one. Yeah, I made it bigger for you guys. That's one of our new pictures. So here's the big surprise. This is the announcement we wanted to give you guys. We actually created a 5-step guide. Confront the conflict and settle the matter. Are you guys excited? Woo! It's on Amazon. Pre-order. It's going to be released on Tuesday. $3.99. Go head over to Amazon. We want to also give a shout out to Miss Lita Ward for editing and formatting.
Yes, most definitely. We had fun doing this book. It's our first one of many.
Yeah.
That I feel coming forth. And it was just nice to do it as on after a 1-year celebration of our wedding.
We want to come out with a quick guide because what we noticed for us, right? But I know people notice that even in friendships, family relationships, even, marriages, when you have a conflict, a lot of times you try to brush things under the rug, but you can't. You just can't because then you never settle the matter. So that's the real root of these 5 steps. They're very simple. It's practical. And we kept it short to the point because, again, this was our first time writing together. And we just want to give couples, future couples, people in friendships, simple things they could do to settle any conflict they may face.
Because most times it's our human nature to kind of just not deal with the issue.
Right.
And somehow we figure that we just magically expect it to go away, or we just want to shove it under the rug and just hey, maybe it won't come up no more. But the thing is, it'll come up in a different way or in a different form. So it's just, we were encouraged because, again, after 1 year, you get to learn a lot about each other.
Yeah, after 1 year of friendship, marriage, all that jazz, it just puts you in a state of, I just want to help. I just want to help my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give my neighbor a little advice, because when you are able to overcome, thank you so much, Alicia Rowe. Yes, it is on pre-order. I'm putting the link in the description. I say description. I'm putting it in the comments for you guys. We're actually streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So thank y'all for rocking with us, because this is our first time using this service. So yay. Yes. But yeah, so it is on pre-order. It's $3.99. It's 5 practical steps of just how to deal with the issues. And of course, we're giving you biblical principles, because the one who really can solve some major issues is Christ Jesus. He's definitely a mediator. He's definitely the foundation of our relationship. And so again, we just want to encourage everybody with that. So thank y'all. All right. So let's get back into our little presentation. All right. Are y'all doing good today? Let us know in the comments. We just chatting. Let us know how y'all are doing. All right. There it is. Okay, so we're back. And so we got a new episode. A new episode is coming out tomorrow. So be sure to tune in for that. I want to make sure y'all see it full screen. Sorry. But be sure that you tune in for that. It's going to be really good.
Yeah. I think it's definitely worth a treat to just listen. For those that are married and those that are preparing themselves for marriage, just to hear Miss Carnisa Berry's perspective and her experiences, and just, she really even helped us.
Yeah, she dropped a lot of nuggets. That episode is dropping tomorrow at noon. And guess what? If you can't catch it at noon, we're going to be doing a watch party on this page, on our Facebook page. Mm-hmm. We're doing a watch party. But guess what? If you're on YouTube, the video will be live again, as I said, at 12 noon. So either way, the episode comes out at noon. But if you want to watch party and comment and chat with us, it'll be at 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow.
And now that, things are not as usual as it was, so we can't just go to the movie. So we're trying to give y'all awesome content, awesome life, love, marriage tips, business tips, anything that we can provide to be a source of uplift in this season, as we are definitely in some unprecedented times that we've never seen before. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that it is time to really take advantage of this time and just put it to good use.
Yeah. So shout out to Miss Berry. And guess what? She's actually having an event coming up on the 14th. I think it starts Monday or Tuesday, but we'll definitely have that information for all the ladies who want to get more information from her. She's an awesome coach. And so she's having a free 4-day event for the ladies. So we'll definitely share that with you. Let me go back and see if we have any comments. Hey, everybody. Okay. No comments at this moment. So we're going to go back to the presentation. Thanks for everybody that's still rocking with us. Let's pull this back. We just have one more announcement before we close out, and then we'll take some Q&A or just chit chat for a second. All right, so our last announcement that we wanted to bring to everyone is sponsors for the podcast. It was something that we discussed, and we definitely want to be able to shout out or advertise for various businesses. And so this is our way of keeping the podcast going, but also collaborating with other small businesses to be able to bring exposure.
Right. The goal here is to uplift us being uplifted together. It's not any, little U's, big eyes. It's just about us collaborating together and being able to get exposure in our gifted fields, and just being great, being better.
Yeah, and y'all caught my little typo. You can sign us now, but you can sign up now. Up now, and we'll send you an invoice. So again, as you already see listed, it's very simple. During our episodes in the month of August, and we, depending upon the number of interested businesses, we may continue for September, October. We're definitely advocates for shouting out small businesses. And so again, the sponsorship will simply be us doing a 30-second feature of your product, 30 seconds to a minute, of just advocating and describing your product to our audience. And if you want more information, again, about our listenership and things of that nature, we can have a conversation through email. Again, our email is baker070619. Yes, we did put the wedding date in the email. The Bakers were established then. But again, that's our big announcement. So, are there any questions or comments? I mean, we're here. We're ready to chat. And thank y'all for listening. Yep. So let's see. Oh, thanks, Kaylin. Appreciate you. Thank you, Paula.
Thank you, Paula.
Yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. We got the ebook coming out on the 14th. We are taking sponsorships for the month of August. And we're just excited for the new episode tomorrow. So
and for what else is to come. We've took some big steps this last couple of months.
Yes. So this pandemic, as he mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it definitely has challenged. Something that he says is challenges that challenge you to change for the better. I know that's a lot, but it's challenges of life that challenge you to change for the better. And that's the thing I really believe that has been birthed out of this pandemic, is that these challenges have changed Quentin and I for the better and has given us a push. Sometimes you need a push to go to that next level.
And I think a whole pandemic will either push you to your better or your worse. But either way, you're going to get to your better. It just might take longer.
It might take longer. Right. So,
but either way, it allows, it allowed married couples and families, I feel like, to grow a closer bond and be grateful for one another and just love on one another.
Yes. I think that, as our pastor says, love is the better way. And, just to give y'all some background about our podcast and just why we started it, we started the podcast back in October 2019, and it was birthed because Brianna wanted to help people, push information to people, because I like to develop, I like to have conversation. Okay. I'm the talkative one of the group.
I'm getting there. I'm getting more.
I'm the talkative one of the group, of the pair. But nonetheless,
I'm the detailed one of the group, I guess.
Yeah, detailed and talkative. It works though. It works. It works well. So if y'all even listen to even one of our episodes, Quentin and I have a great time just collaborating with individuals or just talking amongst ourselves and sharing our thoughts on the matters that goes on in life, in business, and marriage.
You would definitely be surprised on the conversations that we have off podcast and off live. It's not like it's vulgar or talking about anybody. It's just that we take things in life and just start saying, how do you feel about it? Like the riots and everything that was happening.
Having real dialogue, because I think conversation is what's missing in our society. We have lost the lack of having empathy for people and just really making connections and understanding like, hey, I may not have went through that, but I can hear you out. I could just take an opportunity to say, you know what? Thank you for sharing that. I may not have a whole lot to add to it, but thank you for sharing your heart. And I heard what you said to me. And so, again, we have some great episodes that you guys need to go check out. Go listen to us on Apple, Spotify. You could go check our videos out on YouTube.
And also just to mention that not just us talking, we have a lot of guests that are just phenomenal people from all walks of life. And I mean, it's truly, not to boast or brag on our podcast, but it's truly been a wonderful journey and experience as it continues to be. But we've just had people from all walks of life to get a global perspective.
Yes, we had our first international guest from who lives now currently in China. And so that was a great experience having that dialogue. And that episode is actually on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to check it out, that was with Mr. Colin Thompson.
And also on this weekend, this Saturday's release, she previously was overseas.
Yeah, look, I'm Paula calling me out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's natural. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just how we flow. Sometimes when I start talking, it's like everything gets silent. It's like, oh my goodness. But it happens periodically.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, Miss Berry, the young lady that's featured this weekend is Saturday. Catch it at 12 p.m. as it released, or catch the watch party on Facebook or all our other streaming platforms. But I just want to say she was also overseas as well, and her broad experience really brought a broad experience of marriage and business and work life, and just how it looks so much different foreign than it does in the U.S.
That's true. Yep. And then because of that conversation and because of her experience overseas, she's actually just a young lady who is from Ahoskie, North Carolina, who was able to be connected to a man that they both, of course, joined together in marriage, and they took their marriage overseas because of his job. And that pushed her into being a relationship coach. And I don't want to give it away. Y'all just need to go watch it tomorrow and listen or watch, whichever way you desire.
And take notes, because it's some really good gems and nuggets in that conversation. If you really apply it, it really can. Now, everybody's marriage, everybody's walk is different, but there's always something you can pull.
For sure. So, did you have anything else you want to add?
Well, I'm gonna try to start talking a little bit more.
Yes, Saturday at 12. That's right, Paula. Saturday at 12. You can watch it on YouTube at 12, or just listen to it on any listening platform at 12.
Yes.
So let's see. Oh, go get our question cards. Remember the conversation cards?
Oh Lord, she gonna work me, so
I'm gonna have to get up. There you go, buddy. Okay. Before we close out this broadcast, we're going to do some conversation cards. This is actually something that we plan to add to the podcast. So we just wanted to open up the conversation, maybe 2 questions before we close out. Since nobody had questions that were listening, we're just going to do this. So his first question is, what do you place first in your life?
God.
That's it.
Let's see.
Y'all catching us looking for it now. Let's see.
I know we got to reshuffle these cards.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, okay. You can go ahead and read it.
Okay, so this question is, what would be your ideal room in a house where you would feel the most comfortable if you had unlimited money and time?
Okay. My ideal room would be a podcast room. I definitely want a prayer room too, but excuse me, guys, a podcast room, because I really want to be able to just record and edit the podcast in one place, and not have to like go out and do a whole bunch of like running around. I could literally have like almost like a outhouse, or not an outhouse, but a fully furnished house, or a little miniature house in the backyard. And then there people could come over, kind of like a recording studio basically, and people could come over and we could just record an episode there and just rock out. I would love to have that. What about you?
My ideal room is a office that's off to itself.
Okay.
Just so I can, because when it gets quiet, and that's why I like to do things either late at night or real early in the morning, because I like to do stuff when the world is quiet. It gives me better focus. It gives me time to think. Just helps me zone in on a deeper level and be creative.
All right, friends. One more question. What's your idea of a perfect vacation before COVID? And how can we make it happen? Like, if we could make it happen, erase all that has happened thus far. Perfect vacation.
Perfect vacation.
Y'all comment below. What's your perfect vacation idea? Where would you go? If it wasn't for COVID, where would you have gone to?
I would have to say Hawaii.
Mm.
Something tropical, something different. Just, I'm a outside beach person, so
yeah. I think for me it would be Old Faithful, California. I would like to go to California and take the picture by the Hollywood trees, sign, and it's a street that we like from that show we used to watch. What's that show? All American. They did the All American wherever they live at. I forgot the actual. It's in Crenshaw, but I think it's Crenshaw Boulevard. Maybe
it's Crenshaw Boulevard. Yeah. Or two popular ones in that area is Crenshaw and Slauson.
Yeah.
Slauson is actually where the former rapper Nipsey Hussle was shot and killed, and where his store was and his businesses. So I definitely want to go back there just to kind of like actually physically look at it and see like what was the vision he really had
for that place. Yeah, most definitely. So with that being said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this live. Quentin pushed me to do this live, you guys. I didn't want to do it. So
there's the talker and I'm the pusher, I guess.
So
counseling lawyer.
Look, Paula said anywhere but Kinston. I mean, sometimes it be like that. It's like, as long as it's not my house, I'm great. Yeah, I get you.
We love our hometown, but you really need a break sometimes.
But real talk, just as a plug for some of our guests that we've had, gotta do some plugs for our guests that we've had, and we're going to get off for real. The first plug, Ephraim Yates.
Cary, North Carolina, owns Your Pie. Awesome pizza. Like, if you just bored and you want to get out the house during this pandemic and you just want to do something different and just grab some pizza, you ain't got to sit down, but
just go get some.
And even if you decide to, they are very conscious of the pandemic, so they're practicing all kind of measures inside to keep you safe. So it is awesome pizza, unlimited toppings, y'all.
Yep, one price, unlimited toppings, and you literally make your own pizza. That's why it's called Your Pie. So check that out and Cary. Support Kinston's very own
Ephraim Yates, a native of Kinston.
Yep. Our second shout out goes to our other guest, Miss Janine McBride.
Mabrusa Company. Great coffee. Great coffee. Has a natural sweet taste. You know, you don't have to go and dump a half a pound of sugar and creamer like I have to.
Yeah.
You know? I love it. It's just good to see an African American female as well as Mr. Ephraim. It's just glad to see Black businesses really excelling and providing the things that we buy every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just great to continue to see that.
And our last shout out goes to our former chief of police, Alonzo James.
Yes, Alonzo James. Man, I can say a lot about him. He's just a great guy. His character just speaks for itself, and he's an all-around person that really tries to provide better avenues. You know, we can't help what goes on in the world, but we can try to fight and change by what actions and measures we take. And he is truly a man of good character. And a great, awesome leader.
So he actually has his new CD, his new album is out, and it is called Highest Ranking Officer. So you guys need to go check it out. We bought the album. It's great. Every song, and it's just related to his time in the police force. I mean, he's still actively doing things with the police and law enforcement. But at this current time, he's a retiree. And so he took his retirement and he literally has built his music platform. So go check him out. Again, that's Alonzo James, Highest Ranking Officer. Get the album. With that being said, this has been another episode of Resilient Love. Take care.
Take care.